Live at CFL in the high desert of Southern California with William Schuller with Health First, who has created an amazing opportunity for fighters local and beyond. William, thank you for joining me here.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. Thanks.
So, what got you into watching and kind of more than pursuing, but I mean, following MMA?
So years ago, I was stationed overseas and had seen several fights from the old shoot fighting days, and did a little bit of training overseas as well, and followed it back with me when I came back to the United States. And as soon as UFC 1 popped up on video, I was like, wow, hey, I know this, and has followed me along all the way up into business ownership and creating new opportunities. So absolutely, this is what I wanted to do, is follow this all the way along.
That's tremendous. So, I mean, obviously we're here at CFL, and the amount of sponsorship that you put into this promotion and its fighters, it's pretty astounding. How did that kind of grow into fruition?
Well, it's interesting. Several years ago, our business was conducting massage therapy, and several of the fighters had come in, and we kind of had a standing order. If we had any fighters come in, let me know. I wanted to meet them. That came to fruition, and we generated some local sponsorships with fighters, and that in turn led to us becoming a primary sponsor for Cal Fight League. And that being said, we've actually been a sponsorship since Cal Fight League number 3, and all through the little trials of this upstart, and now for us, actually coming out to being on NBC Sports. It's been quite a ride, and I'm here literally just being, in honor of being, a part of it. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm humbled.
No, absolutely, and it's something that pervades for you because, I mean, this is a pretty big weekend, and you took time away from your business and family to obviously kind of take into the fights, right?
Well, no, we drag our family with us. My wife's here, my in-laws are here. Each time we typically have 1 or 2 tables, and we kind of rotate which parts of the families come each week. We even have some of our sponsored fighters that may not actually be able to afford to come to these shows. We actually sponsor them with their own seats as well. So we'll do whatever it takes to help these guys along. We feel it's paramount for any upcoming fighter to make it to the fights as well, even as just a spectator. There's so much you can learn just by the discipline of watching an organization in operation along with the fighters. So we encourage that. Every event that we do. One of our sponsored fighters, we had a conversation just a couple of days ago about the only purpose to fight is to win, and you can't do that unless you devote everything to it, to coming to the events, to tailoring your life to it, and everything's relative to winning. So we try to help them out in that way as well. So. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Now, obviously, I can see your scouting eye on the prowess.
Sure.
So where can potential fighters or fight promotions come in contact with you and Health First to find out more about what you're doing right here in the high desert?
Sure. So I do really move around to several different locations. Of course, we do King of the Cage. We go Gladiator Challenge. Most of the local promotions we'll be at least once or twice a year. Normally, I have an eye for somebody, and we'll see somebody just in the cage, and they'll do something that catches my eye, and I'll say, hey, that person's a winner, or I want to go meet that person, and what I'll do is I'll just literally walk up to somebody and say, hey, I enjoyed your fight. Would you like to speak to a possible sponsor? And that can entail many things, from sponsoring nutrition to advice, even to tickets to shirts. With our local pros, we also do monetary as well. We're typically in the smaller ranges, but we definitely try to help out with that area. It's upcoming fighter definitely struggling with wages and trying to make it in their mark. So we try to help there too.
Excellent. So where can people find out about Health First?
So we actually have a website, healthfirstweightcontrol.com, and we serve Redlands, Hesperia, and all the surrounding areas. And as far as our MMA reach, we typically look from, Victorville area down to as far down as Temecula and those areas that I will typically scout out. If you're interested in possible sponsorships and you're currently a fighter, even if you're 0-0 and you have a fight, and you're possibly interested, what I would say is shoot me an email at healthfirstwill@gmail.com. Attention, William. Give me a little bit about your background, what your record is, what your last fight was, and I will take a look at you and see if we can find some tape on you, and we'll go from there.
That works, brother. thank you for joining us right here at CFL. And again, if you want to get at my man William Schuller, get at them via email and check out everything that is Hell First. But this is According to Woods with the Gym Crashers, and we are out.
Thanks. Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.